Hey guys, hope you are doing well today. It is January 22nd, 2025, and we are almost all the way through this month already. That seems very, very crazy. But today, guys, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about real live MLS data as it compares to home prices being reduced across three specific areas on the northeast side of Charlotte. And after I do this video for you, I want you to drop in the comments below and let me know what areas of Charlotte you want to see next, because I want to do a bunch of these videos because a lot of people are wondering really kind of what is happening in the Charlotte market, but we never get a really good chance to dive deep into the data. It seems like a lot of times we're just talking about averages and numbers, but not really seeing the data. So I'm really excited to bring this one to you guys today to show you specifically what we're seeing here in these areas. But if you're new to the channel, haven't been around here before, my name is Brian Taylor. I'm the owner of Dreamline Realty right here in Charlotte. So let's dive right in, and to set the stage for this video, we're going to take a look at a video that I did about 2 weeks ago where we talked about the Realtor.com housing forecast. If you haven't seen that video, find it on the channel. I go through that. It talks about national averages, and then we dive deep into what is going to happen here in Charlotte. But in that forecast by Realtor.com, a couple things before we dive into the data I want to show you is Realtor.com was saying that across the country, there's going to be about a 3.7% increase in price appreciation in 2025 across the country as a whole. But then they do go in to show Charlotte, and they say Charlotte should expect an 8.4% property price appreciation. And I specifically said in that video that I just did that I don't necessarily agree with that number. I think that's a little bit far-fetched, but we will see as time goes on. And I say that because in the month of December, year over year in Charlotte, we saw a 4.2% increase in home prices from the same time in December of 2023. So getting to that 8.7 number that Realtor.com is saying, I think is going to be a little bit far-fetched. But for today's video, like I mentioned, we are going to dive into some specific areas, and we're going to start on that northeast side of Charlotte. So obviously right here is Charlotte, but for today's video, we're going to focus on this Kannapolis, Concord, and Harrisburg area. So again, drop in the comments below. Let me know what areas you want to see next, but that is the focus for today's video. So let's dive right in. I'll show you kind of how I come up with my data, and then we can take it from there. But basically, I said, okay, show me what's going on in Concord. And then I basically took the criteria of saying, show me everything that is sold between 300,000 and 900,000 over the last 6 months. So guys, this is live, real data, and some of this stuff is going to blow your mind, right? So here we go in Concord. I said, okay, give me the original list price. So for example, this one would be $700,000 this house was listed for. It actually sold for $550,000. That's a price decrease of $150,000 for that house. So I've ranked these. The numbers in red show price decreases. I've ranked these from highest to lowest. And as I scroll through here, I'm not going to scroll through all of this, but I want to get down to a spot where I can show you some differences here. So this one was 150. That was the highest one of them all. And look at all these red numbers as you go down through here. And to the right of those, you can see the days on the market. But you can see all of these price decreases going on in Concord. Now, some of this price decrease stuff could be due to some seasonality because we are in kind of the slower months, but we still have a low number when it comes to the amount of inventory. So you can see all this red, but I'm just go down through here so I don't have to keep scrolling for you, but there's a lot of red right there. But then we get to the area of zeros. That means the house was listed, for example, at $625, it sold for $625. Those sellers got exactly what they were asking for. And then we get to the black numbers over here on the positive side, showing what the price of the houses were that sold for over asking price. So let me go over here and show you. I took all this out of the MLS and I extracted it into a spreadsheet. And I know I'm kind of geeky like that. But let me go over here and show you what all of this breaks down to in the areas that I thought were of most interest. So if I bring all of this over here, we can see, again, 300 to 900,000 in Concord over the last 6 months. There were 235 total closed properties during that time frame. Here's where it gets interesting. Out of the 235, 44 of those sold for asking price. The sellers got exactly what they wanted. That was made up 18.72%. And then we have 23 properties that sold for over asking price, making up just 9.79%. And then we have a whopping 168 houses out of the 235 that sold for under asking price. That makes up 71.49%. Now, guys, even as I pulled this data, I was surprised to see that number be so high. But again, it's live, real data. That is exactly what happened here in Concord. So the average list price was $482,140, and the average sales price was $462,220. So that means the average price reduction out of the 168 came out to be $29,858. The average days on the market was 47. And out of the 235 home sales, 55 of those were new construction, which made up 23.4%. The other 180 were existing home sales, making up almost 77% of the total sales. So then I wanted to see, okay, what is selling out there? So the homes built in 2000 or after was 153 properties, making up 65%. And the homes that were sold that were built before the year 2000 made up 82 of those at 35%. So you can clearly see that the demand out there for properties are the newer houses, making us get up to 65.1%. So now I want to go over to Harrisburg, which is a little bit different market than Concord. Obviously, it's a little bit higher priced if you're not familiar with Harrisburg. So let's see what was going on over in Harrisburg. Again, same logic. I pulled all the data, extracted it here. You can see all the red numbers going down through here. But at the end of the day, for Harrisburg, I said, okay, give me everything. Give me everything from $0 up to $1 million that sold in the last 6 months. And that came out to be 124 closed transactions. 27 of those sold for exactly asking price, making up 21.77%. 30 of those sold for over asking price. That's 24.19%. And 67 of the 124 sold for under asking price. So 54% of the homes in Harrisburg sold for under asking price. Now, when we get down to the average list price in Harrisburg, I said again, it's a higher priced town, but $592,471 is your average list price, average sales price of $581,349, making your average price reduction $32,268. Average days on the market was less than Concord, sitting at 35. 29 of those properties were new construction, making up 23.39%, which is exactly the same percentage as Concord was. And the existing home sales, 95 of the 124, making up 76.61%. And again, houses built in 2000 or after came in at 101 sales, making up 81.45%. And houses built before 2000 was 23, making up almost 19%. So again, the demand and appetite out there is for the newer homes. And so since we're up in that area, we can't leave out our friends up there in Kannapolis. Again, a much different market than even Concord. So let's take a look at Kannapolis real quick. So we've got a bunch of price decreases here as well, as you can see down through here. And in Kannapolis, I said, okay, give me 300 to 900,000 sold in the last 6 months. And that was 126 home sales. 17 of those sold for exactly asking price at 13.49%. 15 sold for over asking price at almost 12%. And again, we've got 94 properties, or almost 75%, sold for under asking price. So as you can see here, the average list price in Kannapolis, a much more affordable area, but there are a lot of older homes up that way. But a growing town. They've done a great job over the last several years in Kannapolis to revitalize that downtown area. If you haven't been up that way, you should check it out. It's pretty cool. Average list price $430,046. $409,796 was your average sales price. And $29,608 was your average price reduction. Average days on the market, 36. New construction sales were 30 out of the 126. Again, in Concord and Harrisburg, those were right at 24%. So that is trending across all of these three towns. Existing home sales, 96, making up 76.19% of all sales. And homes built in 2000 or after came in at 71 at 56%. and homes built before 2000 set at 55 at 43.65%. So guys, that is the real live data across that whole region up there on the northeast side of Charlotte. Again, drop in the comments below. Let me know what area you want me to focus in on next. I hope this video was helpful for you guys to get more of an inside look at kind of what's happening in these areas. I love to do these videos and dive in to this kind of data, guys. So anyway, if you need my help in your home search though, go ahead and call me, text me, scan that QR code, or in the description below, you'll find that link to Smooth Move Call. Hop on a Zoom call with me. That QR code or link will take you right to my calendar. Let's talk about your situation when you're looking to make a move. Talk about where you're looking to move at, and we can run through all of this data together and really help you make a great home buying decision. Now, once again, guys, if you're specifically looking for new construction, hop over to our sister channel on YouTube at Brand New Charlotte Homes. That is where you're going to find all of the new construction neighborhood videos. We've got tons of neighborhood, tons of floor plans. We have just got probably almost 250 videos over there specifically directed towards new construction. So if that is your jam, go check it out over there. I think you'll find what you're looking for. But again, guys, if I can help you out in any way possible, reach out to me. I'd love having conversations with you guys and helping you along on your home buying journey. So guys, that's what I got for today. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. And as always, make it a great day.